This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
What's going on, football fans? Welcome back to Touchdown Kingdom. The NFC North looks to be one of the most competitive divisions in football. All four of these teams have an exciting young core, and honestly, this was one of the most difficult divisions to predict. Today, we're going to preview the NFC North, dive a little bit deeper into these teams, and give a record prediction for each of them. The Detroit Lions were just one game away from the Super Bowl last season, and they certainly aren't going anywhere. Dan Campbell and Detroit's front office have completely turned this franchise around in just a few years. They went from being a laughingstock to a real Super Bowl contender. Offensively, the Lions will have Ben Johnson back as their OC, so that creativity that we saw last season will remain in their offense. Their young core of Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Jameson Williams, along with Sam Laporta, is one of the best in the entire league, and they're going to show out again in 2024. Defensively, Detroit was in the bottom half of the league last year. Much of this can be attributed to them also allowing the second most passing yards in the league last season. The issue was clearly their secondary, but they addressed it this offseason. They drafted corner Terrion Arnold from Alabama, maybe the best corner in the draft, along with signing Carlton Davis, who's one of the most underrated secondary players in the NFL. The Lions are going to be a great team this season, and they'll go as far as Jared Goff takes them. I'll put the Lions' record at 11-6 this year. The Vikings had a frustrating 2023 season. Their star wide receiver Justin Jefferson missed a bunch of time, and then Kirk Cousins went down with a torn Achilles to effectively end their season. For the first time since 2017, Minnesota will have a new quarterback under center. Reports from camp are that first-round pick J.J. McCarthy won't be the starter, but rather Sam Darnold, who has a chance to revitalize his career with the Vikings. This is 100% the right decision. McCarthy probably got drafted higher than he should have, but that's okay if you play your cards right. Darnold has shown flashes through his career, and with all the weapons around him in Minnesota, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Aaron Jones, and TJ Hawkinson, along with a pretty solid offensive line, he might be able to show up and ball. This also gives McCarthy the chance to sit and learn, which will only help him. I still worry about this defense. Their secondary wasn't good last season, and they didn't make a lot of changes there. If there was a glaring weakness heading into the season for the Vikings, it would definitely be their defense. Overall, I think they have a solid roster and can win some games, but probably don't do much more than that. I'll put Minnesota's record at 7-10 in 2024. Are you looking for a new book this football season? BetUS is the answer. BetUS is my favorite place to bet on sports. They have the fastest payouts in the industry, along with a fast and easy withdrawal process, and 24/7 personalized customer service 365 days a year. You also get 10% back on your net losses twice a year. Did you know that BetUS can even give you your very own personal account manager? They have the best betting variety in the business. Between pregame, live betting, parlays, and prop bets, I have everything I need on BetUS. Click the link in the description for a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000, along with a 200% crypto deposit bonus. The Chicago Bears will look like a completely different football team this season. They got their guy. First overall pick and one of the most highly anticipated players, maybe of all time, Caleb Williams, will be heading into his first of many years in Chicago, and boy, did they get him help. DJ Moore just received a massive extension, and the Bears brought in Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, DeAndre Swift, and Gerald Everett to give Caleb support in year one. I have no idea what Caleb is going to look like this season, but if the talent translates, we could see a special rookie season out of him. The Bears were in the top half of the league in total defense last season, and they have a lot of the same guys. My bold take on this defense is that Jaquan Brisker will be considered a top 5 strong safety in the league after this season. He has all the talent, and I think he makes a huge impact for Chicago this season. This team is still young, but I think the Bears have done enough to ensure Caleb Williams has a solid rookie season, and the team has a good outlook heading into 2025. I'll put Chicago's record at 7-10 this season. Jordan Love surging to the top of the quarterback rankings wasn't something I expected to happen last season, but it surely did. clearly all that time on the bench did something for him. He's now the highest paid quarterback in NFL history, and he has to live up to that contract this year. This team is young everywhere. Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, and Dontavion Wicks are all in their first couple years in the league, and they all looked impressive last season. I think Watson has an even bigger role in the offense for the Packers and could lead the team in receiving yards this year. If Love plays like he did towards the end of 2023, this offense could be really exciting. The defense was in the middle of the pack last season, and they have most of the same guys coming back, with one notable addition. Xavier McKinney was signed in free agency, and he's going to absolutely boost this secondary. Lucas Van Ness is heading into year 2, and they still have that veteran core up front. I'll go as far as to say, this defense will be the thing winning Green Bay at least a few games this year. The Packers are going to be very good this season, and I think they'll be competing with Detroit for the division. I'll put the Packers record at 12-5 in 2024. That was my preview of the NFC North for the 2024 NFL season. To recap, I have the Vikings in last at 7-10, the Bears in third at 7-10, winning the tiebreaker over Minnesota, the Lions in second at 11-6, and the Green Bay Packers winning the division at 12-5. Stay tuned for more exciting content coming your way. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you agree or disagree with our assessment of the NFC North. Special thanks again to BetUS for sponsoring today's video, and we'll see you in the next one.